Good morning to all. Today I am going to teach about civics third lesson, state government. The state government, which consists of three main organs, namely executive, legislature and judiciary. Executive is presided over by governor, council of ministers and chief minister. Legislature which consists of two houses such as upper house and lower house. Upper house is called a legislative council. Lower house is called a legislative assembly. Judiciary consists of high court, subordinate court, district court, lower courts. Who presides over the executive of the state? Chief Minister, Council of Ministers and Governor. How many houses of legislature? There are two houses in the legislature. What are the types of houses which are found in legislature? There are two houses, for example, upper house and lower house. Upper house is called a legislative council, lower house is called a legislative assembly. Then judiciary. Judiciary consists of only high courts and lower courts, exclusion of Supreme Court. Constitution of India. Indian Constitution which provides federal government to India. India consists of 29 states and 7 union territories. Delhi is headquarters of India. Indian Constitution is applicable for all states except Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir has separate constitution. Constitution of the Jammu and Kashmir was established on January 26, 1957. Right to property is a right. This right is considered as a fundamental rights of the Jammu and Kashmir. Right to property is the only fundamental rights for Jammu and Kashmir. It is denied as a fundamental rights for rest of the state. When was Constitution of Jammu and Kashmir adopted? Constitution of Jammu and Kashmir was adopted on January 26, 1957. Name the rights which was considered as fundamental rights for Jammu and Kashmir. Right to property. Right to property. The governor of the state. Governor, he is a nominal executive authority of state. He is the head of the state. Administration of the state is entirely controlled by under the name of governor. Each state has separate governor. If the situation warrants so, the same governor is appointed as the governor of two or more states. Powers of the states are completely exercised by governor, directly by him, sometimes through his officers. Appointment of the governor. Governor is appointed by President of India. His term is only 5 years. Sometimes he may be transferred from one state to another state. The governor is not appointed to his own state. Legislative Assembly or High Court have no power for removal of governor from the service. Qualification of the governor. Governor should be citizen of the India. He should have completed 35 years. He should not hold any office under central government or state government or local body. He should not be a member of Parliament or State Legislative Assembly. If he is a member of Parliament or State Legislative Assembly, after he is appointing after he is elected as the governor, he has to vacate this post. Yes, executive, qualification of the governor. What are the powers of the governor? There are number of powers which are entitled with the governor. For example, executive powers say, legislative powers say, financial powers say, judicial powers say, discretionary powers say, emergency powers. All these powers have been given to governor. One by one we have to discuss very properly. The first power, executive power. Executive power of the governor. Under the executive power of the governor, governor appoints. Leader of the majority party is appointed by governor as the chief minister. Who is the leader of the majority party in the state legislative assembly? He is appointed by governor as the chief minister. Governor appoints the council of ministers with the recommendation of chief minister. He appoints the advocate general of the state. He appoints chairman and members of public service commission. He acts as a chancellor of university in the states. He appoints the vice chancellor of university in the state. Second power, legislative power. Under the legislative power of the governor, governor has a power to summon the session of the assembly, to organize the session of the assembly, to hold the session of the assembly. Governor has a power to dissolve the session of the assembly before expiry of its terms. Governor, he can address the commencement of the first session of the assembly after general election. In the assembly, governor nominates one Anglo-Indian to assembly. He nominates 1/6 of the member of the council. Bill of the state legislative assembly have been determined by only governor. He can promulgate ordinance also. Due to general emergency, if there is no function of the assembly, governor has the right to promulgate ordinance. His ordinance must be approved by state legislature within 6 months. His ordinance may be withdrawn at any time. Third power, financial power of the governor. Under the financial power of the governor, annual budget should be presented in the council. Annual budget should be presented in the assembly under the name of governor. Supplementary budget should be presented in the assembly with the recommendation of the governor. Money bill can be introduced in the assembly with the approval of governor. Contingency fund should be given to the governor to meet the unforeseen expenditure. He is going to appoint the finance commission to review the financial activities of both village panchayats and municipalities. Judicial powers of the governor. Under this power, governor, he appoints attorney general. Attorney general, he is a law officer, law advisor. He has to give the advice to the chief minister and the council of ministers, even governor also. That's why governor appoints advocate general, judges of subordinate courts, lawyer courts, district courts. The chief justice of High Court is appointed by President with recommendation of the governor. Discretionary powers. It means decision-making power. The decision-making power should be given to the governor. Under this article, governor recommends president rule in the state. After implementation of the president rule in the state should be brought under the name of governor with the recommendation of the president. If there is no any majority of the party in the state legislative assembly, governor has the power to invite a leader of any party to form the ministry. He appoints judges of the High Court. Then, governor dismisses the council of ministers with advice of the chief minister. He dissolves the assembly due to no confidence motion. Due to less majority, if there is no majority, governor has the power to dissolve the assembly. Emergency power. Under this power, according to Article 356, as per norms of the Article 356, governor only recommends the president rule in the state. After implementation of the president rule in the state, that state should be brought under the name of governor with recommendation of the president. Then, privileges of the governor. What are the privileges of the governor? Article 361(1). Article 361(1), which provides rights to governor, as per the norms of the Article 361(1), governor is not answerable to any court. He is not arrested by court. He is not imprisoned by court because he is the head of the state. He is a nominal executive authority. He is the head of the state, head of the state. That's why he is not answerable to any court regarding his activities, attitudes, functions, decision, law and order, approaching. Due to all his activities, he is not ready to give any answerable to court. Chief Minister. Who is the Chief Minister? The leader of the majority party in the state legislative assembly, he is appointed by governor as the Chief Minister. If there is no majority for any party in the state legislative assembly, governor has a power to invite a leader of any party to form the ministry. Actually, the Chief Minister has a time only 5-year terms. After completion of 5-year terms, again the same Chief Minister, he may be appointed by people as a Chief Minister with the support of majority members of state legislative assembly. He has no term. He becomes Chief Minister of State for many times. The Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu from 1947. Many Chief Ministers ruled Tamil Nadu. Name the Chief Ministers ruled Tamil Nadu from 1947 to up to today. In first, O.P. Ramasamy. O.P. Ramasamy, he was the first Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. P.S. Kumarasamy Raja. P.S. Kumarasamy Raja, he was the second Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. C. Rajagopala Acharyar, K. Kamaraj, M. Bhaktavasalam, C. N. Annadurai, M. Karunanidhi, M. G. Ramachandran, Janaki Ramachandran, ஜே ஜெயலலிதா, ஓ பன்னீர்செல்வம், எடப்பாடி கே பழனிசாமி. They are the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu from 1947 to up to today. Who was the first Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu? O.P. Ramasamy. O.P. Ramasamy, he was the first Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. P.S. Kumarasamy Raja, he was the second Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Who was the previous Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu? O. Pannirselvam. Who is the present Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu? Through Edappadi K. Palanisamy. Through Edappadi K. Palanisamy, he is the present Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. What are the powers of the Chief Minister? Relating to Council of Ministers, relating to Governor, relating to State Legislature, these are the powers which are given to the Chief Minister. Under the relating to the Council of Ministers, under the relating to Council of Ministers, Chief Minister give the power to the Governor to appoint the Council of Ministers. Chief Minister advise the Governor to appoint the Council of Ministers. Chief Minister distribute the portfolios to all ministers. He subbles and resubbles the ministers. Subbles changes. He changes and rechanges the minister's post. He subbles and resubbles the ministers. Chief Minister advised the Governor to dismiss the Council of Ministers. Chief Minister only control the entire activities of the Council of Ministers. Relating to Governor, under this power, Chief Minister advised the Governor to appoint the Advocate General of the State, State Election Commissioner, Chairman and member of Public Service Commission, Chairman and a member of Financial Commissions. Relating to State Legislature, under this power, Chief Minister only presides over the session of the Assembly. Policies, all the plans, all the policies, all the programs of the State Legislative Assemblies are determined by only Chief Minister. Bills are decided by Chief Minister. Chief Minister advised Governor to dismiss the Council of Ministers. Chief Minister advised Governor to dissolve the Assembly. Council of Ministers. Council of Ministers are member of Assembly. They are only more responsible for the entire activities of the Assembly. A person, he is not a member of Assembly, even though he is not a member of Assembly, but he is appointed as a minister. Within 6 months, he must contest in the election. He wins the election. He tries to become a member of Assembly. Unless he becomes a member of Assembly, he is going to lose the minister post. All the Council of Ministers are under the control of CM. All the Council of Ministers are advised by, organized by, under the influence of the Chief Minister. Due to no conflict motions, the ministers have to resign the post. Article 164. Article 164. According to Article 164, Chief Minister is appointed by Governor. Council of Ministers are appointed by Governor with recommendation of the Chief Minister. Article 164(1). According to Article 164(1), Chief Minister and Council of Ministers are not exceed 15% of the total member of the Assembly. Total member of the Assembly, not more than 15%. Chief Minister and Council of Ministers are not more than 15% of the total members of the State Legislative Assembly. What are the functions and powers of the Council of Ministers? Council of Ministers are only more responsible for entire activities of the Assembly. That's why they are given all the powers and functions. What are the duties, what are the functions, what are the powers of the Council of Ministers in the Assembly? Policies. All the policies of the Assembly. Policies of the Assemblies are determined by Council of Ministers. Programs, activities, day-to-day activities, everyday activities, programs of the assemblies are decided by only Council of Ministers. Financial policies are controlled by Council of Ministers. Tax system also is completely controlled by Council of Ministers. I mean, Council of Ministers only have a rights to appoint all the heads of the departments. All the departments, financial departments, educational departments, agriculture departments, defense, transport departments, public health department, all the department heads, the chief of departments, all the heads of the departments are appointed by only Council of Ministers. Council of Ministers only have to settle the disputes of state. What are the disputes, what are the problems, what are the issues which are happened inside the state, outside the state, that should be dealt, that should be settled by only Council of Ministers. They only settled all the disputes which rise inside the state and outside the state. All the bills, whether money bill or ordinary bill or annual budget or finance bill, all kinds of the bill, all categories of the bills are brought by and determined by only Council of Ministers. All departments are under the control of Council of Ministers. All types of departments. Even annual budget also. Annual budget should be presented. Annual budget should be introduced in the Assembly with the help of Council of Ministers.